Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, we're going to cover the topic of leadership, which is a topic we're going to cover over and over and over again, over and over again. And that the reason why we're covering it over and over again because it's such an important topic, and there's such a lack of leadership in today's society. I go to pretty much any country in any business, even in the United States, and all you do is just find a toxic, dysfunctional mess, right? And sometimes I think what happens is that so many people, because they're in a toxic, dysfunctional environment, they have no idea what the concept of good leadership even is, right? It's because poor leadership is the norm. It's like when people say, "Hey, I grew up poor, but I had no idea I was poor." That's the same thing with poor leadership. I mean, for me personally, I had no idea what good leadership was just because I was forced to follow poor leadership in my formative years. But if you take a look at this picture here, this is the concept that I'm trying to communicate to you all. So, first of all, we have the leader here trying to make it to the top, right? And they have their followers, and they're going to make sure that whoever their followers are that they're assigned to lead are going to make it with them, right? All the followers have to do is just hold on. If they hold on, they'll be okay, and that's their only job. But even what's sad is because in today's society, people just leave each other at the tip. For if something's totally inconvenient, just for little thing, they'll just drop. Let go. That's really sad. But all the followers have to do is hold on, and you, as your job as a leader, is to bring your people, your tribe, your community to the top. And then once you're at the top with your followers, money will rain down, right? Money will rain down and you're going to get plenty of money. And the problem in today's society is that nobody really values good leadership. You talk to your average young person, especially in the nice middle upper class suburbs, all they think about is just like how smart they are and getting good grades and what else. They certainly don't care about leadership. Well, I'll just say that. They certainly don't care about helping their friends, their family members um, get to the top together. And there's a saying that I'm gonna say, once in a while in my other videos, that most people would rather steal $1 from you than make $1 million with you. And you as a leader have to realize that it's your job to help other people reach their goals, and if you do that, then you'll make tons of money, right? And there's a saying, I think by Zig Ziglar, where he says, if you and Zig Ziglar's a little bit before my time, if you help other people get what they want, you'll get everything that you want, or something similar to that effect. And that's essentially what you have to do is good leadership. You need to be a good leader. Our society is lacking in good leadership, and what happens is that most people have just kind of given up in life. You reach my age, you present good ideas to the average person my age, they'll just think it's some sort of weird, complete foreign concept because they've been under such poor leadership for a long time. Really sad. You know what's funny? A lot of times, uh, if you present good ideas to the wrong audience, that good idea would die, and that's something you'll learn in our marketing classes that we offer. But one of the things that I guess I was so surprised by is that the people who would accept my ideas and my leadership are big corporate clients. Like, when I was a kid, I was like, I'm not going to work with them. Big corporations evil. And still think that's somewhat kind of true, but I feel like the average person is even more evil because they're just they're way too complacent. They don't care, have no sense of caring for their fellow human being. At least maybe that's true with the big corporations, but at least they listen to me and they respect me. They praise me more than the average person. It's kind of weird, right? Like I didn't think that would ever happen. And so sometimes the audience that you talk to is important too. And they'll say things like, yeah, yeah, you are a great captain of the ship. And it's like, where'd that come from? When I was a young kid, my parents always told me, and my family members told me I was just a giant idiot. right? All right, so back to my point. Leadership is more important than knowledge. As I said before, if you talk to your average person, they value knowledge, they value getting a degree than building a community, because that's what a true leader does. True leaders build communities. And one of the reasons why I started this YouTube channel is so I could build an online community. I'm trying to build a community in person. I'm trying to build a community online. I'm trying to bring people in, and I know that I got a lot of work to do just because it's been 1 month since I started this YouTube channel. It'll take a certain amount of time to be educate the marketplace of what this is, of what services we provide, right? But I think when people get to know us, they'll be able to get accustomed to the idea that leadership is more important than knowledge. Hey, it's not about what you know. It's the same thing in real estate investing, right? I could be smart and know all the concepts of real estate investing, like subject to creative acquisitions, lease options, blah, 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 blah. But if the person that I'm working with can't sense that I'm there to help them, they're not going to want to do business with me. And that's the same thing that you have to understand if you're going to be an entrepreneur, leader, or whatever, right? Business owner. You have to know that. So before we end this video, one of the things I just kind of want to show is I just did a quick Google search about lacking leadership. So I just typed in a search, why is leadership lacking? And then it just says failed leadership can have several root causes. And this is what I really like. I like how Google highlighted these three things: poor communication, lack of transparency, and micromanagement are all common problems that make employees feel uneasy. And I don't know why people do these things, right? I'm like George Costanza in Seinfeld. I just do the exact opposite of what was being done, and you just become successful. Like if you're a landlord, and your tenants are asking for some help, or maybe there's something wrong, learn to communicate well with them. You provide value in the marketplace by doing pretty much the opposite of what other people are doing, right? If you're a landlord, what's the issue that a lot of landlords have that tenants don't pay? But if you're a good leader and the tenant is able to see that, and you shouldn't, have to tell a good tenant that you're a good leader, it's shown through your actions, they'll want to beg you to live in your house. People are begging for good leadership. They don't even know it. It's like a disease undiagnosed disease that they don't even know that they have. Lack of leadership is pretty much the cause of most problems in society. It's not a lack of resources. Even the poorest of poor nations have the internet today, right? It's definitely not a lack of resources. It's a lack of leadership. All right. So this is Korean Atlanta Mentorship. If you have any questions, comments below. If you're interested in joining our group, go ahead and click the Google form link below, or you can email us at the About section. You can find our business email address and just send us a shout out. We'll go ahead and reply, and then we'll figure out how you can join our group from there. All right. Have a great day, everybody, and we will speak next time.